Hi, everyone. I thought this would be funny. I was trying to get my desk. Oh my god, stand by. Oh my god, I don't know. It was just so funny. Okay. That was just me being silly and goofy. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Night Live. We are back right here. I got Zippy right here on my desk. My phone is sitting here because I have not spoken to John in hours, and I did message him. That did looks like he messaged back. Nope, that was Andra. She's in Hollywood Studios. I just want to see if John actually read the message because I called him twice within the last hour, and then I actually called my father-in-law's phone, and I have gotten nothing back. So I had did it through Facebook Messenger, and it's showing that he never received it. So I don't know if he knows. And every time I call, it goes straight into please leave a message. Okay. Hi everyone. Yeah, so I'm a little little worried. Even though I can track where he is, I still want to talk to him. Okay. We got Omega 1997. Taylor, I want to say thank you, and we'll get into that. Hi, Miss Jean. Oh my gosh. We got so much to talk about. We got Jason in the house. We got Monty. Hi, Misha. Now, I'm flying solo, but that's okay. I want Andrew to have the best time. Yep. Hi. Look at you all saying hello. Hi, Bobby. Look at you guys. Hi, Miss Bev. Just a Chick Budgets is Bobby. This way, if you can remember. It took me a while to remember most of the people's names. Andrew really has that down pat. Yes. Hi, Chris. Kizzy. And we got Jesse's in the house. And we got Anne Marie. Um, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Miss Robin. Hi, Susan. It's nice to see you twice in one day. We got Gretchen. My girl Lisa is in the house. I'm looking, looking, looking. And I'm gonna leave my phone on. So if somebody from the chat has to get me, it's going off tonight. Hi, Symphony. How are you? Miss Bella is in bed. Can I tell you that I didn't want to leave her side today? Did not. I was hands on, I was eyes on, and then I was getting a little tired, and I saw that she was getting tired, but I didn't want to put her in a cage. So I was like, come on, let's go lay on your bed. And we laid down, and she was chewing a bone, and next thing I know, she was out, and my face was cold. So I literally buried it in her neck, and I literally put my whole body weight on her, and I felt her snoring. So I'm sure that sounded good. That's a message that John did 10-mile drive. You know this is bothering me. If you guys were on the cruise, you would know that I keep good tabs on my hubby. Um, he must be driving because I begged him that if he was driving, do not touch your phone because you're not hands free in my father-in-law's car. So I did not want him. And then yesterday, when I got them in the car and I let them go on their way, I said to all three of them, please stop as many times as you can, get out and stretch your legs. He must be, um, he's near Carlisle, Pennsylvania, and they just got to a Comfort Inn. Okay. So when he calls, I will take that call if you guys don't mind, but I know you all understand that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Robin, I'm so glad you finally made a live. That's nice. Living and Learning is here. Hey, girl. Hi, Wendy. Yes, you are here. Hi, Miss Judy. Okay. Wendy, did you get your Elfster gifts? Oh, how exciting. Hi, Jeanette. Hi, Jeanette, your ears were ringing, I bet, all week because we brought you into so many chats. So I want you to know they were all good. All good. Hi, Miss Jack. Thank you guys, because so many of you were on the morning live and then tonight's live. Okay. What don't you know? Girl, really? How do I not know that? Yay, Onisha. I don't even see her on here. Where's Onisha? She using, is that? Someone needs to fill me in. Is that O Maker? Is that Onisha? Is that her? I had a feeling it was her. It is her. I should have known by the date on it, the year. I should have known. Deductive reasoning. Welcome to the village, Charla. Thank you. She said she was joining us tonight, and she did. Miss Charla May. I'm going to use, that's like me calling my kids by their middle name. I swear you're not in trouble. Hi, Jeanette. Janet. Can I tell you? All right, we're going to start with this. We had a Jen, we had a Jean, and we had a June on the cruise. So if you could just imagine me trying to get that person's name out when I was talking to them or calling them, I'm like, it was so funny. It really was. I'm like, how did that happen? And if we had Jeanette, it would be just psycho in my brain. Okay. Hi, Miss Laura. Nice to see you again. And we got Kimberly in the house. Look at you all. Okay. Laura, just so you know, O Maker is Onisha. Okay. I'm not going to follow chat for a while, and I'm just going to dive right into it. Okay. So I left the 5th, and I went straight to Orlando. You saw that I did a live from the Contemporary. We went to the Grand Floridian, and then we went to the hotel that was in Cocoa Beach, right by the boats, by the ships. And we met there on Sunday night, and we did a live from there last week. Now we had, I think, for my first village cruise, I think we had an amazing amount of friends, right? And here comes one of them right now. She's not just a new member, she's an old member. She's making a comeback. And we got the mom life in here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we meet at the hotel. And let me tell you, this girl right here, she's yelling at me from the balcony. It was like, wherefore art thou, Donna, right? It was really so cool to meet all of these people. So we had Wendy, we had Jen. Did I leave Jen out of that, Jay? No, I did not. We had Wendy and Jen. We had me, Laura, Lisa, Andra, Stephanie. We had June. We had Jean. Give me more. Sandra, her son. Oh my gosh, this young man can hold a conversation better than most adults. Just gonna leave it there like that. Enjoyed talking to him so much. Did I leave anybody out? Did I leave anybody out? Did I leave anybody out? I did. I left out Onisha. Now, she showed up late, didn't get to see her that night. And then the next day I get to meet her. And I was calling her Onicia. And she's like, that's not how you say my name. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? She's like, no. I'm like, it's not? She's like, no. And she says, it's like Misha with O-N-I. So now we have it right. So if I go back to the past, I just might do that because I honestly loved the way that I said her name, but I also love the way she pronounces her name. It was an sweet sister, my sweet sister, Nika, and her beautiful mom. I'm trying to look at the tables in my head, right? Because I really don't want to leave anyone out. I really don't. Um, it's so funny. Okay, so Gavin is Sandra's son, and he he really did enjoy the food. He really, really did. And now you guys might remember Nika from a while ago. She hasn't been around much, but she still came on the cruise. She wasn't there that Sunday night. So when I got on the ship and there's a going away party, like the goodbye party, there's a woman amongst the girls, and she's just staring at me and smiling, and she kind of goes like this. And my mind, and I looked at her, I go, oh my God. And she says, hi, sweet sister. And I literally hugged her and started crying because life happens, and I respect that life happens. But if you guys can go back in your brain, Nika would leave me a message every single morning. A blessing. Good morning, sweet sister. And she'd leave me this beautiful comment. But life happens and we get off course. And I totally understand that. And then, seeing Wendy, I've seen Wendy on my live once. So to see her, and then I've seen Jen and spoken to Jen. So even though these were people that I was just meeting for the first time, I felt like I've known them forever. I really, really did. Obviously I met Laura and Lisa before, but then at Downtown Disney, Lisa brought Andra and Steph and her husband. And when I hugged Steph, I felt like I have known her my entire life. How amazing is it that this all happened through a YouTube channel? How? How is this possible? I almost want to pinch myself because, like I told them, and I've said this before, I truly believe that God has gifted me with the best friends in the world. And I think I said that to them on the last breakfast. So everybody clicked and melded, and it was so fabulous because there was a group that went off and did their thing. Then there was a group that went off and did their thing. And then there was other groups that went and did their things. And then some people did some solo things. And it all worked. I'm gonna give her some shout outs, right? I'm gonna start with Onisha. I'm gonna start with her because she's the baby of the group. And I'm not kidding you when I tell you she's the baby. And now if there's something that I need to say, someone message me. So Onisha is under 30. She has never flown before. And she's never taken a cruise before. But she made that journey to be with us. That is what I call brave. We talk about stranger danger all the time, but she didn't feel that way. And when I got to meet her on the morning of embarkment, I didn't recognize her because I thought Onicia was an older lady. So you know how you put this image and age on someone? I mean, Bev, I said the same thing to Bev. I thought Bev was an old lady with knowledge. When Onisha told me how old she was and that she called herself Little Me, I fell in love at that moment. Not only with the soul that she is, but with the brave person that she is. I'm gonna get mushy gushy. I really am. And she hadn't gotten her embarkment shirt because she showed up late. So I did not know that she was part of our group. On the first day, you get on and you get your room unpacked, and you got to go for the party, and you got to go for, in case there was something happening to the boat, you got to go for that safety test or class or course or whatever, a few minutes. And then by that time, you're really getting ready to go to your dinner, because we all chose the early dinner, which I am so thankful for, because everyone was able to do whatever they wanted during the day. And then we all connected at night for dinner. Truly a blessing. And then right after that dinner, you hear that? After that dinner, there's a show. Some of us went to that show. Some of us walked around. There was no, you've got to do this. Go have fun. Go have fun. We'll see you. We'll catch up with you. And even though this ship is huge, you always run into someone. You always run into somebody. Or someone has just seen you and they kind of say, oh yeah, I just ran into her. She's doing this, or they're doing that. Very, very cool. My room was attached to Lisa's room. Lisa was then not open. So our door opened between us. And then Andra was a couple down from me. Laura was next to her, and then Mama Bear. So we had the entire floor, like the whole way. It was so much fun. I did the fish extender / pixie dusting, which is you put this, it's here. I'm going to show it in a video. It's just this little thing that I bought on Amazon. It's got 2 pouches, and people leave you gifts. It's candy. It's little things. I got some beautiful stuff. I'm going to show it to you. I'll share it with you in a video. So much fun. Then Lisa and I were running around the ship, pixie dusting people. And it was on the last day, and everybody's like, we were all laughing. They were like saying, hi, Tinkerbell, you're pixie dusting. Oh, look at you guys. It was so much fun. And they're like, you don't want to pack that, right? That's why we're doing this. And it was just like, even perfect strangers were just socializing. Day two, we said, I swear I can't get this time back. I wish I could get this time back. I don't know how I wound up there, but there was a shopping seminar where they give you a spiel and they talk to you about the stones, the diamond neats, the whatever they are. I don't even want to know. I'm not holding a spot in my brain for them. And I was like, I sat next to June. I'm like, gosh, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? I don't plan on spending that kind of money. I don't plan on buying jewelry. I'm like, ugh. So after we left that packed room, they send you to the jewelry store to give you a free bracelet and a charm. Now think about this. This room is packed with women. And the lights in this room are so, so bright that it was hot in there. And at one point, I think I had June, and then I had Onisha. And then I was watching Steph. She was off in the distance. And then they started giving out the stuff. So you just make your way to get it. I knew that Onisha was just like feeling hot. I didn't know it was getting that. I didn't know it was getting bad. So we all get our charms. We meet outside, and Lisa's gone, and Onisha's gone. And all of a sudden, Steph, Mama Bear, is running at me. She's like, we're taking Onisha to this infirmary. I'm like, what? Yeah. So Lisa has already got her in a wheelchair and they're heading. Steph's running for them. Steph runs like a gazelle. And I say that lovingly. I'm like, I'm running down the hallway and I'm like, and all the girls want to join me. And I'm like, you know what? Do me a favor, just stay back. I'll keep everybody updated. We all can't fit down there. I know we can't. So we get down there. Lisa jumped into action. She went in there with her, took care of her, and they gave her some meds to, it was just seasickness, nausea, nothing contagious, nothing crazy. It was just the move. Oh, and the reason, I don't even know if she knows this, but the boat was literally fighting the wind, causing the boat to really, really rock. Even though I didn't feel it, it was feelable. And they said that there were a lot of people that were feeling that way. So I just got to check to make sure. That's Andrew. She's going to Phantasmic. She's just sorry she couldn't be here with all of us. I'm going to come back and read the comments in a few minutes. So, long story short, here this girl is, all by herself, with strangers. But Lisa jumped into action. Steph jumped into action. I jumped into action. She was not going to be alone. And everybody else wanted to jump into action. And I'm so grateful that they were like, how is she? What's she doing? Is she okay? Can we come? You know, everybody was so concerned about one another. It's just the truth that there is a village here. So we get her to bed, and then they said the meds were going to knock her out. And I didn't actually see her until the next morning, but everybody was checking on her. And she did very, very well. So can we just say to her how proud we all are? Because I don't even think the 28-year-old in me would have went and done this. So amazing. And, you know, truly a young woman that is always willing to learn and have an open conversation. And we'll keep going. I want to say it was a pleasure to meet Jean. Jean, we were so worried about her. We did not have her contact. We did not have cell phones, so we couldn't contact her. I couldn't keep tabs on her. And finally, the next morning, we're waking up and everybody's messaging, Jean's here, Onisha's here. We've got everybody. It was, you know, like, so this was the first one. Did we learn from this one? Oh my goodness, 100%. We learned so much, so much. So day 2, we're on C. I sleep in, Lisa sleeps in. So because she was adjoined to my cabin, we'd literally be able to open one door and bang on the other door. Are you there? Do you want to come out and play? You know, do you want to build a snowman? And then she's like, I just woke up. Give me 20 minutes. Or, yeah, we'll leave here in 20 minutes or a half hour. And then we just wander down to breakfast. And then we try to touch base. And other people had already eaten because they're early birds. Laura Bell wakes up with the sun. I can't keep up with her. She's like, you just wait, like, because I was sitting on the balcony, I was looking out at the water, and she's a couple down, and she's like, hey. I go, hey. She goes, you just waking up? I go, yeah. She goes, I've been up, I've had breakfast, we're ready to go. I was like, see ya. So it was beyond fun. It was so wonderful to see Jen and to see Wendy. June came with her husband, Shane. Shane, Gavin, Greg, and John, those 4, and Jonathan, they all got along amazingly. Amazingly. Loved it all. Conversation never halted. Never. Dinners. Oh. If you've been on a cruise and you've never done a Disney cruise, you don't know what you're missing. elegance, elegance, beautiful. The details are impeccable. The quality of the food is 5 stars. Let me just give you, we went to the buffet once and we happened to run into, see, huge ship, but you run into them. I ran into Laura and Jonathan. And we were laughing, we were eating. But at this buffet, the shrimps were huge. And the crab legs, even though they take forever to eat and you get this much meat, were amazing. Everything. And that wasn't even in a sit-down restaurant. So could you imagine what you got in a sit-down restaurant? Our t-shirts looked great on every single one of us. The goodie bags were a hit. I want to say thank you again to everyone that contributed, especially my boy Jason. And Lisa put it out in a video. I don't know if it aired yet. I'm going to show you everything I got. It was truly spectacular. The shows, first night was Goofy. He became captain of the ship, and it was so much fun. The next night was The Little Mermaid, like the live movie. Really, really cool. I did not go to Aladdin, and I'll explain why. The chairs in the theater, you cannot stretch your leg out. So that means you can't put your foot under the chair in front of you. And my left knee has been bothering me so bad that when I'm sitting in a sit-down position and I can't put my legs out, that knee burns. So for the first 2 shows, I was just like dealing with it. And I said, you know what? I can't do that. So I never went to the Aladdin show. But I will tell you, my favorite night on this ship, and everybody can have their, I want to see what their favorite night was. My favorite night was Pirate Night. Pirate Night. Nope, that's just the news telling me something. I want to show you, maybe I can show you a picture of not anyone in particular, but not the girls. But they give you a bandana. They leave it on your bed, so everybody gets a bandana. But I bought eye patches, and we had pirate shirts, and we all looked amazing. Even Johnny D and Greg, and I don't think Shane did not. And Jonathan, did I see Jonathan that night? I don't remember who I saw. They literally put the bandanas on their head. It was so super cool. And let's see if I could just show you a couple of the girls. We went to dinner that way. And the best is we were like, and rum, and we were talking like pirates. And it really was, all right, I can show you this one. That's Johnny and I as a pirate. And I'm going to tell you, John never would do that. You know why John did that? John did that because Steph's husband, Greg, is all about Disney. There was nothing negative. So I'm going to tell you this, and I say it again, and I will always say it. You are who you hang out with, right? And I'm going to compare. John's with Greg, and Greg's all about Disney. He's jumping in. He's all in. Talking the talk, walking the walk. So John's following suit. If we were on the other cruise with the local people, they're negatives, complainers, crybabies. Who do you think John is? So I literally, thank God, said my prayers, was so grateful that Greg was this amazing influence to John. John was literally on his, there was just one moment that he messed up on, or else he would have gotten an A+, because I was going to grade him from F to A+. And he got an A. He really did. He was such a good soul. But now I want to tell you this. So they all, like, John couldn't get the lay of the ship. And John and I are usually together on a ship, right? Just because. And you all know that. The village literally jumped in. Shane and June, the day that I had to go with Lisa and Onisha and Steph, we were down there for a little while. They were good with him. June's messaged me. We got Johnny D. He's with Greg now. And it was so amazing how everyone took care of each other. So Pirate Night, after we did dinner, because I'm all over the place, we did dinner. You wait a little while, and there's a pirate party up on deck. And there's a rock band, and they're pirates, and they're singing and dancing, and Captain Jack Sparrow is up on this balcony thing, and he comes down on a wire, and the music's rocking, and we're dancing up a storm, and then the show's over, and the fireworks off the ship are spectacular, and they're off to my right, and I could touch them. That's how close I felt. And then everything gets quiet, and the little people and their moms and dads start leaving, and the music's still playing. So Nika, Lisa, Jen, Andra, and I are up on that deck, and we're dancing up a storm. You know what's amazing? After that, we all go get a little snack to eat. And what are they doing? Up on the big screen, outside on the deck, they're putting on the Pirates of the Caribbean. We're sitting out there. It's starting to get a little chilly, but it was like so amazing that you have so much to do on this ship. You're never bored. We learned how to draw Pluto, learned how to draw Goofy. We colored, we made buttons. Like, we did so much fun, silly stuff. Sandra was really off and running with Gavin. They were doing... I'm going to mute me for a second.
Again, and I was on the phone trying to find the hotel, so I didn't want to answer because I didn't want to lose what I already had on the phone there.
Okay, I was a little worried about you. Did you hit traffic?
No traffic. No traffic, but no traffic.
Okay, good. All right. So you're bedding down for the night.
That's it. We're like 3 hours away from home, so we're not in a rush. In the morning, we'll get up and go. We'll probably be home by 11 or 12.
Okay. All right. I have lunch meat. I have everything here. The only thing I did not see in my grocery order was bread. Do you want me to go get bagels in the morning?
What's tomorrow, Monday?
Yes.
They're closed. You're not going to be able to get me tomorrow.
They're closed on Mondays?
Yep. Mondays are closed, so that's no big deal. We'll get them Tuesday.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, no, we're fine.
All right. All right. I'm on my live. Can I say goodnight to you?
Yep.
All right. I love you, and I'll message you in the morning.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye, baby.
Bye.
I heard from him. I'm a happy soul. Okay. All right. I'm gonna come back. But would definitely go with this group. You know what? I've got you. We've all got you. It really is amazing. I felt like there was a fur in my mouth. It really is amazing how we all connect, and we do. Real connection. I can't even get the words out. Mari, you would definitely have a blast. I could just see you dancing. I'm trying to think what else. The barbecue on the ship. John was in love with it. Greg, and this is awesome. So we had matching clothing. Some of us wore it, some of us didn't. and it was the coolest thing. Steph and I coordinated, not really on purpose. We'd say, all right, I'm going to wear this tonight. If you want to wear it, wear it. And then we did. But on the last night, we had, and I'll show it in a video, we had the guys they had the matching button down shirts and they wore it. Can I tell you, they look like college buddies. At the end, this is the coolest. John's getting Greg's number, Greg's getting John's number. They really did have a good time. And I find that, I'm going to say it again, I find it to be such a blessing. It really is. So let me see. Did I miss anything? I'm going to wait right now for a comment. Is there a number that I should go back to, a time frame? Hi, Jamie. It was truly amazing. Last night's flight home was a little rough. We had thunderstorms, lightning in the air, but I got home. I do miss home. I love home. We did have a meeting. We had an amazing meeting. We picked the hallway, not on purpose, because there's always something going on in one of the lounges. Trivia, so much fun stuff, that we picked the hallway. And there was benches, and the Fab Five just stood up, and we were just talking back and forth. And it happened to be the corridor that Pluto and Goofy would come out of. So Goofy would come out and then stay out and play with the kids for 20 minutes and then go back in, and then Pluto would come out. So they would come out and we'd be like, yay, and at one point I'm facing them and here comes Goofy behind me and he taps my ears and then he blows me a kiss. And then Pluto actually high-fived Laura. Like, it was, and then we sat there and we talked budgeting, we talked savings, we gave each other words. Andrea has them all written down. We talked about, how do we stay on point, things like that. I loved that meeting. I think the girls did too. Everybody had such amazing feedback, and I have to tell you, once again, I surrounded myself with the best. I really did. And when I don't have the proper words to come out of my mouth, Lisa's got them, or Steph's got them, or Andrea and Laura. They sometimes are my mouthpiece, and I'm so grateful for them. I really am. It's amazing how Steph and I were on the same page where she wouldn't have to say it. I knew what she was thinking, and same thing with me and her. I love all my girls. I really do. But I said this for a long time. There's a connection, and I have a different connection with everybody. I do. And I love you just as much. But there's something with Steph and I don't know if it's a mom of two boys or, just about the same age. I don't know what it is. Or that we're empaths with one another. Like, I feel what she's thinking. And when I build up my force field, those girls are known to just like, they've got me. They've got me. It really was. I hope that you have a great time in Salem. I really do. Who's going to Salem? I'm just kind of curious. Love this. Okay. I'm just reading the comments back a little. So after we got off the ship, everybody went their separate ways. We all said goodbye that morning at breakfast because people had flights. People were getting in their cars. Some people were shuttling to the airport. It was just, everybody went. People that have never traveled before by themselves. I think that's Jen. I think that's Wendy. You all did great. So proud of you. Jean. Jean came by herself too. I'm so in awe of that. I think that's fabulous. Instead of flying, June and Shane drove from Texas just so that they wouldn't miss it. It was, I could say so many great things about each one of these people. I really could. I don't want to forget anything. Oh, so then that night at the hotel, Andrew goes her way, Lisa went her way. I'm at the hotel one more night. Onisha is also staying. So we said, all right, we're going to go out to dinner. So Vina, John, I, Onisha, and then Lisa and Andrea meet at this really cool, local, beautiful kind of Main Streety in Cocoa Beach area. Don't even know where I was. But anyways, we meet there for dinner and we talked about saving money and setting goals. And Anisha filled me in on how her savings goes and how she doesn't finish big challenges. And I said, I'll be a challenge buddy. I said, what do you want to do? How much do you want to save? I will do it on a specific day for the entire year of 2026. So we are going to, we're going to have the brick wall. We're going to have the hop, right? I'm still going to do the 52. And then I'm going to bring this in also. Because I asked her, I said, can we invite the village into this savings also? She said yes. But as the conversations go, every woman brings something amazing to the table. Not everybody's going to have the amount of monies to save for each one of these challenges and still do other challenges that connect to you. And I think Jean said this on the cruise. Jean, am I correct when I'm thinking of you in that meeting? And we were talking about all the different savings and things like that, the ones that we do together as a group, to keep accountability and to feel prosperous and feel abundance, even though you might have to change your mindset to get where we want you to be. If you don't have the funds, what we're asking you to do is this: join us in all the group challenges, but use prop money. And you can be like, what? Why do you want me to use prop? What's the point of that, right? Well, the point of this is that it is a habit. It is a mindset. It is the law of attraction. Something that we've been doing for over a year and a half. Take that prop money and set that goal is that you have that money. Start there with us. Do you understand the full circle of what I'm asking you to do? I'm going to stop for a second, stop talking, and just see if you're getting what I say. Now, and I would love to know if you would be up for it if you don't have the funds to join us with prop money. Question out there. Conversations were amazing. Just saying that. Love that. My June is here. June's here. June was so good with Johnny D. So good. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Chrissy. So you're liking the prop money. It's in action. Right. Angela. Exactly. It is just, I want you to be in the mindset that you have it. Pretend. This is what The Secret taught us. And then when that money finds you, because you're gonna be the magnet to that money. And you're gonna think that the money that you have in prop is actual real money. It's gonna come to you. And then you're gonna put that money in that envelope. You do? I love that you love that. I do. Exactly. It's already yours. You just have to, it'll come to you. Okay, Jean says yes. Prop money is a great idea. Just start. Just start. Absolutely. I love this. I love this. Ah, good. I love it. I love it. Print that prop money. Yep. You did that with the hop with the first years? Very cool. Very cool. Great things came from this trip. Things that we never thought of came from this trip. Things that we will do again, things that we won't do again, things that we will never ever do again. Like all these things happened. And you learn from your mistakes. Exactly. Go Taylor. Yep. I love that too. So, is anybody finding prop money to be a negative? I'm just kind of curious. If when I said prop money, did you? I want you to be honest. Did any of you say prop money? What is this girl thinking? Love it. Okay. Oh boy. So you got some budgeting to do, my friend. I hope you're feeling well. It will find you. Do you see what we are surrounding ourselves with? People that are listening to not just The Secret, but they're listening. I'm going to pause and I'll keep going to the thing. I'm going to play something that I saved in Instagram today. It is, obviously, I think it's important. And I want to play it for you. Let's see if you guys can hear it. Listen carefully. Please listen carefully. And I will play it over. So tune in right now.
Eliminate destructive self-criticism. Eliminate destructive self-criticism. In other words, never say anything destructively critical about yourself. Just don't say it. Here's the basic rule. Since your subconscious accepts whatever you say as true, as being a command, what you do is you don't say anything about yourself that you do not sincerely desire to be true. Don't say, I'm fat, I'm tired. Don't say, I can't, or I have to. Don't say anything unless you want it to be true. Remember, the words that come after the word I are the words that your subconscious records as commands. So eliminate destructive self-criticism. Only speak in positive terms about yourself. I like myself. I like myself. I can do it. I will do it. I choose to do it.
I can. I will.
Eliminate destructive self.
Did you all hear that? Did you all hear that? Please tell me you all heard that. Leslie, I love it. Love it. Hi, Cece. How are you? Yes. Hello, sweet Mary. Oh, I love seeing you. Ah. Okay. So I think we're on board. No negative. It's hard to get used to. Okay, let's talk this. So, prop money, we've got this. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. And I'll even do a challenge with just prop money. And then we're gonna talk about this. Keep going back to that. Negative attracts negative. I'm an empath. I am an empath. The moment I hear negative, I don't see it, but I feel this force field go up. And I literally have to remove myself from the negative. The negative doesn't have to stay negative. The negative can be fixed in a nanosecond. Nanosecond. You have the choice to change the negative. With what that man just said, the I can, I will. The negative is so easy. So I'm asking you, choose the hard. Raise that bar. Become that better person. Become that business person. Think about putting the hat on that makes you the bank manager. You're in charge of the monies. Stand up straight, sit up straight, think the positive, the I can, I will. Take that prop money and put it in those envelopes. And envision that that's truly cash. It is a mindset that's not going to be easy to get to. But just know this, we're going to do it together. See, talking with Onisha, Onisha. Talking with Onisha. I said this earlier in the earlier video. Accountability. I don't remember what my word was for 2024. No idea. Can't even remember it. I chose accountability this year, and that word has come out of my mouth more than I ever thought it would be. And in the earlier video today, Jason threw out a great comment that accountability is so many things. Choose to be accountable for yourself, your actions, your mindset. Raise the freaking bar. That's all I'm asking you. Raise it. Raise it with me. I'm raising mine. I'm striving for the next level. I'm going to skip a couple of comments. I'm going to skip a lot of comments. Holy moly, you guys are saying yes. Oh, who is raising the bar with me? I want to hear yes. Oh, look at you all go. Oh boy. Okay. So you can comment, you can reply. If you don't want to reply, that's okay. You can. It's up to you. I'm going to ask a personal question. Okay. On fire. Okay. Okay. I can sit here and look you in the face, in the eyes, and tell you, I think that I am a positive person. I think that I always see the good, even in the bad, in the whoops-a-daisies, in the oh my, or oh man situations. Can you just think before you answer? I think that if the scale was 0 to 100, 0 to 100, I think I'm at that 95 percentile of being positive. Of course, I'm human. I think I have lack it just here and there based on who I'm hanging out with. But I try to see the positive in everything. Do you, let me see what number you would be if you want to share that with me. Are you more positive, and that would be the 100 percentile, or are you more negative? Let's see what you guys have to say. I like your honesty, brother. Okay. I can tell you are, Bev, only from our conversations. 100%. Okay, I understand that. That's being truly honest. I love that. Jean, I thank you for your honesty. Jesse's 50-50. Doris is at 50. Okay. Love the positivity too. I'm not sure I try to make people laugh when they are feeling sad. 100% positive. I like to see everyone win. This is that connection I have with you. I know that. Okay. I love that about you. Good for you. Go, Mari. Go. Before you found this group, 45%, and now 70%, and working hard to raise that bar. Love that about you. I could see that in you, my friend, just from our conversations. I love it. Love it. All right. I love that. I can see that too. Love it. Love it. Learning to be more positive. Do you think we open the door to positivity more so? Am I throwing it in your face more? Is that making you, like, in a good way? Like, because we're talking about it more and more, do you find that since we're talking about it as a village, you're being more self-aware of it? Love that. Yes, Judy, I definitely see that. Love it. Misha's at 50. Misha, I honestly, I have seen the positive bar being raised with you, my friend. And I'm so happy to see that for you. Remember this. You're doing this for your own happiness. Happiness comes from positive. We were talking about this, I don't even know when. I think we were talking about it at dinner with Lisa and Onisha. It's so Lisa, oh my goodness. Lisa, it was with you because I think you turned around and said something to John. I said to them at dinner that night, I said, "Do you know what John's favorite line or quote was when we first started dating?" He used to tell me all the time, and he was able to tell the girls this: you got to hang with the happy people. So Lisa basically smacks him and says, "What happened to you?" Lisa, I'm gonna put this little two-bit in there. Lisa and John got along so well that people thought that they were brother and sister. They were laughing together. John was so good with everyone, but Lisa was so good with John. And they literally, you had to see their goodbye. Can't tell you what their goodbye was, but their goodbye was freaking hysterical. Just like, it was truly amazing. All right, so Jen, you're striving to be more. I'm going to keep going. I want to read these. I would say 75%. We all have our days. But in those days that you have that 25%, can you pause and say, hey, I have the power to flip this. I have the power to flip this. I love that, Robin. Love that. More positive. The Mom Life. You have a channel, don't you? Your face is looking so familiar. Did you do a resort A conference? Why are you ringing in my head? You're ringing in my head. In a good way, just so you know. Wait, what? You lost your job today? If you need to chat, email me, please. Email me. I know you've got this. It is a learning process. You're 100% right, Mary. You know what? They could get mad at you all you want. That's their problem, right? Did I say it wrong again, Wendy? Did I pronounce it wrong? Maybe. Let me tell you, that girl's got potential. Potential. Yeah, Nikki, I'm going to say a prayer for you. Yes. Hi, Yvette. How are you? I didn't see you. Yes, I agree. I understand that too. And I get that. That's why you got to hang out with us on Sunday nights. Just so you get that. We can recharge your levels of positivity and happiness. Like this is your recharge station when you come into Sunday Night Lives. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Look at this amazing group of people talking to one another. And it is hard. But the truth be told, we are surrounding ourselves with people that want to see each and every one of us succeed. And there's no jealousy. There's none of that. Yes. Do you see how amazing this is? Ha ha ha. Jen, you're so sweet. You really are. You're at 30% right now. What can get you to, let's get you to 40 by the end of the night. Let's see if we can get you to 40. So the funny thing is this, I was saying on the cruise, like I'm recharging. I felt like Monsters Inc. They needed to fill the canister with screams, but then you go to the last floor. It's in Disney, and it becomes the laugh floor. Instead of getting screams, you get laughs. And I felt like on the cruise, I didn't need laughs. I just needed the sun and the vacation to recharge my canister. So we all have to learn to recharge our positivity canister. Donna B. Yes, ma'am. Oh, saying prayers for that little baby. That's got to be tough. Okay. Oh, here you go. So let me explain this one to you all. So the moment we got off the plane in Orlando, we literally, the doors open, we come out, and John's like, the humidity, blah, blah, blah. I go, really? You gonna start with that? I said, we're on vacation, let it go. And then I'm like, you know what? That's one. I'm gonna start counting how many times you're negative this entire trip. So it was like 10 by the time I got to Rena at baggage claim. So I tell Rena. So then she starts counting. And she's like, man, we're up to like 1,000. And then we meet up with Lisa days later. And we tell Lisa. So instead of just counting, Lisa's going to be like, you owe me $1 for every time you're negative. By the end of the cruise, I thought he owed you millions. You told him. You owe me millions. She actually took money from him at one point. She gave it back, but that's how much fun everybody was having. It really, really was. Amen, brother. Amen. You do, Leslie? I get it. I get it. I actually had a conversation with Andra. You know, Andra, and she's probably, she might be listening. She has her buds. Me being an empath and I'm affected by people's personalities. And I've talked about that all the time. Johnny D has a way of dragging me down in a instant. I can't build with him. I don't build that force field fast enough. So I understand that it gets hard. I was going to say something else and I forgot. Oh, I lost that train. That train just went, whoo. It'll come back. Yep. Not doing it. Not doing it. You guys are all awesome. Okay. Let's see what Jack has to say. One quote I used to refer to as, your attitude determines your altitude. It really is true that if you think you can, you can. And if you think you can't, you're right. Oh boy. Love that. Okay. All right, I'm me? I love it. We are family. I'm sorry that you've been struggling with grief. I'm glad that you're part of the village, Taylor. I really do. You definitely need to be in the moment. Okay. I'm learning to not let the outside world affect my inner world, and learning how to change my reaction is what's going on around me. You just made me recall what I was going to say about Andra. Thank you, Anne-Marie. So, talking to Andra about my empath and force field and that kind of stuff, Andra listens to everyone, talks to everyone, tries to help everyone. And I go, how do you recharge yourself? And sometimes she doesn't even know, but she does. Because you know why? That's her calling. That is her calling. You're hosting a budget convention into 2022, 2026? Okay. I thought that I heard someone mention that. I don't remember who told me. Very nice. Jesse, Mari, okay, who here? I know we have some comments, and Zippy's like, you see Zippy's right here. Say hi to everybody, Zip. So I know that I said to Janet, the crafty saver, every time I saw Eeyore, I thought of her. Every time I saw Daisy Duck, I was thinking of Mari. She makes me laugh. She makes me smile. She's just such a well-rounded soul. I love it, Jack, right? Now I was saying about her being 25. Wait, who? I missed what you said. Who do we need to help be more positive, Wendy? Um, Oh, wow. So Jeanette says, I was taught in life that won't be for everybody, but I always give people the benefit of the doubt first. I do too, 100%. Sunday is definitely a reset day. 7 p.m., want to reset, recharge your batteries. I try to be positive, but then someone or something somewhere just sucks the fun out of it. So I hermit and retreat back into the darkness. We talked about this. It doesn't have to be darkness. You love to color. You love to, you're very articulate. You can just, when that moment happens, you've got connections now. Just type to any one of us, text to anyone, hey, thinking about you. And then we'll say, hey, miss you, love you. And I bet you those positive words that we throw back at you is going to just give you that little bit so that you don't feel like you're in the darkness. I really do. I think we can do that. Nikki, I heard that you did very well. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone that kept that going while we were not here. Can you believe it's over in less than a month? I looked at the calendar today. I'm like, I opened my eyes. I'm like, today's the 16th. I'm like, oh my goodness, where did the month go? But Onisha, you're not just your own joy. Every text that you sent me, do you see these chicas? Every time you message me, you're sharing your joy that you don't even realize that you're giving. Just telling you that. Yes, we do. Because you know what? Motivational speakers, if you've ever watched a motivational video or went to a motivational seminar or even came on one of these lives, you leave, I hope, feeling, whoa, right? But the next day, you're not here. We're not together. So life just gets us. But there's got to be a way for you to come back into your mindset and say, Donna, positive. We've got this together. We are a village. We are a community. Like, just, we've got this. We all do. You love Monsters Inc. Okay. There's a lot of I have days of grief, but it doesn't take away my positive outlook. I love that about you. I really do, Susan. I'm sending you hugs. You know that, right, my friend? Sending you hugs. I believe she's an awesome soul too. So this is something else I always say. I always say this. Everyone is going through something. Got to give them grace. Got to give them grace. What am I missing? What are we talking about? I'm lost. Please fill me in. Oh. Yes. Don't let anybody take that away from you either. Look at this. How wonderful. And even though we're not together, we are thinking of one another in our own way. Yeah. Ah. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Thank you, Laura. I didn't. I forget what I was doing at the I literally jumped into the pirate photo. Um, who is living and learning? What is your first name? Is that June? You guys have got me so confused right now. Laura's probably saying yes, that's June, right? It is June. Oh my God. See, I'm telling you, I miss so much. The conversations, I couldn't be a part of every single one of them. They're laughing at me. You guys are awesome. Praise and raise. I love that. Laura was just filling me in. Can I tell? There's that. Those girls in action again. Okay. I don't want to miss anybody's important message here. And if I did, because I have to catch up. Got you. Yeah, I feel like I'm far behind. God, I was like 10 minutes early behind on you guys. For me to get there, I'd be like, all right. Okay, I hear you now. I get you. All right. Look at you all. They're all yelling at me. Stop yelling at me. Stop capitalizing. I hear you. No, I'm kidding. All right. It's my Junie. I was calling her Junie. Okay. So I want to I'm not going to read the book to you all, right? Because I do still have to finish uploading or sending it out into YouTube land. But stand by. I'm going to change the camera because I want to just talk to you, brick wall. All right. Hold on to that brick wall for a second. And then, Taylor, you can tell me what I'm supposed to talk about tonight. I want to do this because I think that this is so important. Haha. Okay, we got Zip. Sorry, Zip. Is this facing the right direction? Because on my end, it is backwards. So I have to change my screen. Okay. So on the plane ride, can we make a deal? Can your head be there? Thank you, my friend. Okay. On the plane ride, I started reading this book. And I am going to highly recommend this. I don't think that we're going I can't do any more reading. I can't. It reading those two books sucked the life out of me. Sorry, Zip, but thank you. They really did. I did enjoy reading the book with you. But I enjoy Sunday nights like this. Oh, Miss Sandra's still here. Ah, I didn't talk enough about you yet tonight. Okay. Think and Grow Rich. So I started reading this on the plane. And I'm going to tell you that it is 100% highly recommended. And when you do read it, I think that it's so important to have a pen and a highlighter with you. Now, I'm just going to read to you a few of the things that stuck out to me. And what I'd really like is maybe we could have like a book club where you read the first chapter and then we talk about it on like the fourth Sunday of the month. or 4 chapters in on the 4th Sunday of the month. Maybe we do something like that. I am definitely open for suggestions. So, Think and Grow Rich. I sat on the plane and I read, reread, and highlighted. And I wanted to just, let me go back down. I think that this is important to show you. So highlighted. But then you get into it. And then you start writing your own story, your own notes inside of this. That's how powerful this book is showing itself to be to me. So for tonight, and then we'll do the brick wall, I want to share just a couple of the beginning things. There is no such thing as something for nothing. Those who are not intentionally searching cannot have it at any price. Do you get that? Let me reread that. There is no such thing as something for nothing. Those who are not searching for it cannot have it at any price. Okay. Then the next one that literally stuck out to me was the person that wrote this. Well, it was Napoleon Hill in 1937. I offer one brief suggestion that may provide a clue to recognizing the Carnegie secret. So there's a secret out there, and I do believe it was, if you ever heard of Carnegie Hall in New York City, I do believe this is the Carnegie family, the wealth of the Carnegie family. The Carnegie secret. It is this. Ready? It's going to knock your socks off. All achievement, all earned riches have their beginning in an idea. Ideas are powerful, not negative. It's got to begin with an idea. And you've got them in your head. The Power of Positive Thinking is another book. And I will read it first. And I will let you know if it is something that I would suggest. But the first chapter is all about the power of positive thought. When I read the title, I'm like, ah, the power of thought. Truly, thoughts are things. There are 13 principles which lead to riches. When one is truly ready for a thing, it puts it in appearance. So when you're ready to receive it, it will be there. Like there's so many amazing words within this book. You have to have a definite purpose. So I think this is important. I'm going to write it down. I know that there are a few words that I want, and I do believe this was one of them, and maybe someone could correct me. We need to be purposeful. We have to go forward from right now, from this moment, and have a purpose. But not just a purpose, a powerful, positive purpose. Are you guys writing this down? Because I think we got it. I think this is something that we really need to focus and practice. Accountability and to be purposeful. I really do. I suggest this book. And we can have maybe a Friday Night Live for books only. But the books are not going to be anything but how to raise the bar for ourselves. All right, let's go back. All achievements, all earned riches have their beginnings in an idea. Amen. I think we might have to. Thank you guys for answering the questions that came up. I really do. Carnegie Libraries, big monies. Yes, yes. And this book, I'm not even... There's whole pages that I literally... Do you see this? This isn't something that you just sit there and read. This has also got practice work in it. Just like the magic did. Just like the magic did. You did? You should reread it now because Napoleon Hill is mentioned in this book often. I'm like, where was this girl back when I was younger? I could have used this girl's motivation to think and grow rich. I was sitting there. I was like this, and I'd have my pens in one hand, so I'd have my Sharpie, my highlighter in one, my pen in the other, and then I'd switch it out if I had to write with it. And I know that the two people next to me were looking at what I was doing. And I was like hoping that I would inspire them subliminally. I would love to see her perspective on that. 100%. What did you take away, as the younger you? Look at me. And what do you take away as the older you? The more mature you? I love this. I love this. We need more of this in our life. Yes, I want the entire village to go forth from that moment on with purpose and believe in yourself. We do, but not everybody realizes that they do. 100%. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Jason sent me an email today. Stand by. We have to talk about this. All right. I know that this book is going to show up, and every live, we're going to bring a little bit more into it. And I'm going to throw you quotes that I think are important. Okay. I'm going to my email from Jay. Stand by. All right. Jason, did you send that in, Donna? Ask Donna? Now I can't find it. Did you text that to me? Sheesh. Did you send it to Donna, Powered by Creativity? Too many emails to look at. Must be Donna. Okay. I don't know where Jason's message went. Oh, there it is. Found it. Found it. Okay. Is Amy here tonight? Amy Louie? Kesley White? Mary? Is Shanika here? Nika Brown? Is Nika here? And Yvette Mercado. Are there any of those ladies here? Please look at your emails. Thanks, Jay. please look at your emails for the Elfster. I got to go back to Taylor. Elfster, we have a deadline. Please make sure that you get your gifts to that person, because just like last year, if you joined and you did not follow through, you are going to be put on the blacklist. And yes, there is a blacklist. I'm not the keeper of that list, but the chief is. And when the chief says something, we listen. So please don't get yourself put on that blacklist. We talked about the cruise. We did talk about Onisha's budgeting journey. Thank you so much, Taylor. Love this. Sending love to those that are grieving. And thank you to team members who have provided gifts. That is it, I believe. Because I went live today and I said, I'm not going to, I did well. I did well about going through everything. Now, let's not forget and do, amen, sister. Let's do our brick wall. How do I send a gift card to my Elfster? Your Elfster is overseas, am I correct? I thought Emily was trying to help you with that today. It's an Amazon gift card, am I correct, Monty? I think when you go into Amazon, you have to change the country of origin, and then you'll be able to type their address in and send them a gift card. Oh, do they really? All right, Jason's got the answer. Ding, 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 ding. When you get your Elfster gifts, if you have a channel, we ask that you give the person a shout out in that channel, in that video. It could be standalone, it could be within a regular video, but send them a message, maybe give them the link to that video so that they feel and see and hear the love. If you do not have a channel, please don't forget to send a thank you, because it's real easy. All you have to do is say thank you. It gives you an option to do that. Thank you so much, Jason. Do you see how it takes a village? And we've got so many people working on so many different things, and they literally just jump in. I love that. I'm going to work on that tomorrow also. Yeah, Monty, Jason's going to reach out to them and have them add it. But I also thought that you can change your country of origin and just send a gift card to that person's cell phone number from Amazon. Isn't that an option? And worst case scenario, Monty, maybe just do a YouTube search on how do you send a gift card to someone overseas. I bet you it's so easy that you'd be able to just follow what the person says. Oh, okay. I have a few people. I'm supposed to reach out to Jack. I'm supposed to reach out to Mari and Jeanette and go over things. Trust me when I tell you, I had 3 notebooks with me while traveling. And three notebooks. I had 3 notebooks with me while traveling in my backpack. And every time John touched my backpack, he's like, what do you have in here? I go, it's none of your concern. It's on my back. It's not on yours. So don't worry about it. I can't travel without pen to paper. And I had a whole thing of markers and things like that. So anyways, I have you all down on lists and things. I do get my mother-in-law and father-in-law this week. I don't know what my week looks like. I don't know if I'm going to film. I don't even know if my binders are going to come back into this office anytime soon. I would like to see them. They're not here. I will get them. I'm not even there yet. So when we do $20 tonight, how about you all do this? Take $20 out, put it in your, I don't have my binder, so I can't even tell you. Part of me says that we're at $120. Can someone confirm that for me? And you know that I'm good for it, and I will add it in my next big girl movement. Pen to paper. I was writing down, I have pages and pages of business stuff, YouTube stuff, and household stuff. Oh, can I tell you this quick story? He's down the basement. He's not going to hear me because he hates when I talk about him. But too bad, Vinny. When I'm no longer here, you're going to hear me say your name. He picked me up at the airport last night, and he had so much to talk about. So funny that I feel like he thought the sky was falling when I was not here, even though he handled everything. And we have 140. Thank you. 140 in the house. He was so excited for me to walk in the door, go downstairs to his space, and look at the Christmas decorations up already. And then he says, you got to go upstairs to, it's no longer just his bathroom. He's like, go upstairs to mine and Shannon's bathroom. So now that it's redone, it's now considered their shower, their bathroom. So I go downstairs, and we're looking at every single ornament on the tree because Vinny and Shannon have this tradition since the first Christmas that they're together. They have photo ornaments, and it's gorgeous. The tree is gorgeous. And I go upstairs, and he's showing me the bathroom that I just finished before I left, and it was decorated. They put bows on the light fixtures. They did such cute detailing stuff. I'm getting emotional. So sweet, so sweet, so sweet. Unbelievable. I hate to reiterate stories, but I don't know if you've all heard, but the night I left, I left at 6:00 in the morning. Vinny drove me. I want to say it was raining that morning too. And the airport's over an hour away, and it's literally on the other side of a mountain. So it's not a convenient ride, and it's dark, and it's gloomy, and it's So he had to drive us at that hour in the morning, and then he had to pick me up at 10:30 at night, and it was nasty here. Nasty. But while the first night we were at Rena's house, we had just gotten back from park hopping and eating and blah, blah, blah. And John kept telling me over and over and over again that it was very windy at home. And I was lifting it up like I normally do. I lift it up. I say my prayers. I ask God to keep everything in control while I'm not there. Please don't let anything happen. And I stay positive. True fact, right? We're going to come full circle here. We're definitely going to come full circle here. Opening into closing. And I never planned that, but it happens. So I was like, please, John, let it go. Stop thinking, oh my God, the wind is coming, right? Because we all know what happens when you spiral. So I try not to spiral. So I literally said, you know what, guys, good night. I'm going to go just mess around on my phone, lay down, relax. I've been up since 2:30 in the morning. Electric company is pinging my phone. Hi, Danny. Thank you so much, my friend. Electric company is pinging my phone. Power outage, because all the electric bills are in my name. So, and my phone number is attached to it. So the farmhouse, my house, the barn, the pole barn, and TJ's house. So I got 5 electric bills. Boom. Just saying that out loud, my brain wants to explode. That was just a wow moment for me. So I checked the Blink cameras, and if you could see what's going on, you know that the house has got power. So I knew Vinny was fine. Then I got a message that my sister and the barn, the original 1800 barn, was out. So I got a message that it would be back at a specific time. So I call her. I said, hey, because she still has a landline. I said, your power will be back on at such and such time. She's like, I got power. What are you talking about? I was like, oh. She goes, yeah, but it's really bad here. I said, all right. Everybody's got power. My house, TJ, no other messages. It was off and then it's back on. I'm getting these messages. So I'm just laying there and I'm about to like just doze, and my phone rings and it's TJ calling. And TJ does not sugarcoat. TJ, Ma, yeah, there's been a fire. I go, what? He goes, yeah, but it's out. I go, okay, T, basically tell me the story and I need you to start from the beginning. You got to give me every detail now that you throw that at me. So long story short, it was so windy. Trees hit the power line at the transformer, which is literally, if this is TJ's house, this is the garage, and the transformer is literally right here on a pole. And it's right by the kids' jungle gym. Tree hits the transformer, wires, knocks the wires off, sparks. And we had, and anybody up north of me, up PA, New York, the Japanese beetles killed all of our ash trees. That specific tree, they burrowed into them and they're all hollowed out and dead. If you guys have that, let me know. Yes, Bev, we'll get into that in a second. Girl, I love you. Same spot. So hits the ash tree, fire. It starts raining, pouring. It puts the fire out. So TJ's now telling me that he's already called 911. It's been 30 minutes. Nobody showed up, and this line is on the floor. He says, Mom, please call PP&L for me. All right, Tay, you got this. Now I get up, and I go sit in the bathroom. I don't know why I went into, because John was sleeping. John was already sleeping next to me. So I get up, I go into the bathroom, and I'm calling PP&L, our power company. I get the woman on the phone, and I say to her, hey, I said, I'm in Florida. My son is at his house in Pennsylvania. I said, this is our scenario, and I walked her through it. And with that, TJ's calling in. And I said to the girl, I said, can I please merge him in? I said, he probably has other things to tell you that I might not know. Yeah, let him in. So now I said, T, I said, you're on a 3-way with PP&L. I said, please tell them what happened. With that, he says, the fire department just had shown up, analyzed the situation, told TJ don't go near the wires, and that they were going to put a call into PP&L. Okay, so now they're going to put their emergency call in. TJ's already got them on the phone with me. They've got 2 emergency notices. So I stay on the phone with TJ for a little while, and I said, all right, T, keep me up to date. So my phone's pinging all night, messages. It's been switched to this time. I wouldn't shut my phone off. Next morning, they were able to get out the driveway. The lines were nowhere near that. So my daughter-in-law takes the kids out. TJ now gets up and he's going to go get gas for the generator and do that kind of stuff. And I touch base with him a little while later, nothing from PP&L. He says, Ma, when PP&L calls you to tell you that they're on the way, please let me know. I'm going to be at the building. With that, he goes to the building, and most of you have seen the building and how much land we have up there for trucks. Well, PP&L made that like a staging area, and they had all their trucks in there. And so TJ went up and says, hey guys, glad you're here. This is my property. Stay as long as you need to, whatever. But can I just tell you my scenario? And within 3 hours, he was up and running. And I just thank God every day. So I don't think I told you the last scenario on that transformer. Just recently, I want to say within the last 30 days, the wires were dangling from the weight of branches. So we actually had them come out, and they looked, and they literally cut all the trees around, cut them down around it. So we just had that done again. But yes, same transfer. Like that's the fourth time with that stupid box. Fourth time. But needless to say, Vinny said to me after he picked me up, he says, "It seems like every time you go away, Ma, something happens." And I said, "Okay, Vin, I hear you." I said, "I'm going to tell you this right now," because I think Vinny was feeling the stress of, we were just gone in September. Now we're gone in November. So it feels like it's been more, but he hasn't had the responsibility of a dog. So what does he have the responsibility of? Taking care of the house, the cats, but it's also the chickens and just, on guard. But you've seen my backyard over the summer. I have those two tough cabinets. They both hit the floor. So I had seen them on the Blink camera, the camera. And I said to Vinny, listen, I said, nothing of importance in those cabinets. Nothing. I said, Vinny, just leave them until I get home. I will take care of it. But he did it. The one he says is broken, and he neatly put it in the shed. The other one was able to be put back together. But today was also a wicked day with wind. We're under an advisory until I think 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, it's wicked up here right now. But needless to say, I'm grounding myself right now. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying home. Nikki, I agree. And I think we have a lot of assets. And that's what makes the village the village. Everybody. Yes. But Jason definitely has my back. Like above and beyond. I love that. Yes, they're Japanese, I do believe. I'm still thanking God for that. Still thanking God. I knew what you meant, Nick. I knew it. I literally, I took a deep breath and I go, I'm not questioning you, Lord. I'm not. I was like, but do you see that often? Do you see that, like, fire and then rain comes? I'm like, I can't stop saying thank you. Can't. And did I tell you all what TJ said to me the night before we left? Some of you might have heard it and some of you haven't, and I apologize if you hear the story a few times. But TJ came to say goodbye to us the night before we flew out. And I said to him, hey, T, I said, I'm really sad that you're not coming. And he just looked at me. And he stands 6'2". He says, it's all right, Ma. I got everything under control here, basically. And I was like, I know you do. I know you do. And then Vinny had the conversation with me. I think this was also what was bothering Vinny. Vinny was like, Ma, what if TJ was with you and the dogs were sleeping at that house and I'm here? And what if that had happened in the house? When I can't imagine the scenarios that was running through that kid's head. That he's the only one home out of the entire family. Like, come on, guys, feel this, right? When you feel this, it takes a village. When you know that you're part of something, you know that there's always someone close by, right? But if John was not here, Donna, me, mom, dad, and TJ, Vinny would have been solo. Solo sucks when a crisis happens. So you know what? I keep replaying all of the conversation we had because he was very chatty last night. And he's not usually a chatty soul. And now, the more and more I think about it and talk about it and repeat it and reanalyze it, I get where he was feeling the holy moly moment. I do. Um, um, Guess you guys are talking about the Elster. And then there you go. I love it. You guys are all jumping in. Then can okay, on this final note, did Onisha leave? I hope she's still here. I'm going to tell you how the village on the boat came in. So if you've ever cruised on a ship, you know that the infirmary is money out of pocket. They charge you. And it was an unexpected thing. They do sell travelers medical insurance when you go on a cruise. I usually opt out of it. Knock on wood, I've never had to worry about it. But I knew that there was going to be a cost for Onisha. So while we were having our meeting, I asked the ladies, if it was in your budget, would you donate so that we can help her with this unexpected event and bill? And let me tell you, those ladies jumped in. And we're going to say that Onisha was pixie dusted. And that is what the village does for one another in times of need. That was, because that was a hit. If you budgeted a certain amount and all of a sudden the cruise ship is saying, no, sorry, you can't go. Give me your blood, But the ladies, and it's funny. I have to give her just one last gush. I said to her, she says, this is her. I wasn't worried. I was good. I knew I had the moms and the grandmas taking care of me. That's how she envisioned every single one of us. She envisioned us as mamas and grandmas, and that we were not going to let anything happen to her. Tell me, we are all, whether you're on the cruise or in the comments, we are all amazing people together. And we're going to bring out the best in one another. I promise you that, because I've seen it firsthand. We do. Isn't it? Right. Exactly. So Jason, you know exactly what I was talking about. It's not, it can hit you hard. Yes. We are family. Thanks, Misha. I'm going to have that song in my head all night. Yes, for sure we are. I love that. All right, we are at the 9:00 hour. You all saved your $20 today. I did not, but I promise I will. I asked for extra prayers this week so that I have patience and understanding for seniors, because I don't have seniors in my everyday life. So I want to be extra kind and doting on my in-laws this vacation, this time. I really do. I don't want to say to them, I know that you told me that. I don't want to be that person. Or, I heard that. I don't want to roll my eyes once. I don't. Because sometimes you do. You're like, oh my God, how many times can I hear this story? I'm not going to do that. I am going to take a vow right now that I'm just going to say, and I think that John's getting me in the habit of that, but I'm going to strive to be that. Yep. Congratulations, Grandma Mari. I'm so happy for you. That's right. And you all are in my prayers tonight. I am umbrellaing you in my prayers. And we are going to be purposeful, and we're going to stay on point and keep accountability together. Wait, time out. We're not going anywhere. Yvette, you have to check your email. Your Elfster connection came through. Please tell me you're still here. We have a deadline. You have to get your Elfster gift out. So, Yvette, please know that you've been notified. Wait, we can't go. Yvette, please let me know if you hear me. I want to make sure you're still here. Thank you so much, Sandra. It was a pleasure to be with you and your amazing son. You are a good mama. You really are. Elfster. Yvette, please check your Elfster. I don't see her. Where is she? Formal notice right now. Oh, she's got it. We've got it. Okay, one person has been notified. Thank you, my friends. That was awesome. Okay. Love yous. Good night. See yous in the next one. Sweet dreams. Good night. Sleep tight and don't let the bed bugs bite. Bye, everyone.